It's good, focus. Snapzilla Gorilla, aka Snap Turtle, aka The Definition. Back with another short video today. Virginia. Whoa, what the hell? That's not what I was expecting. Virginia. What did y'all do? You elect Democrats, right, to take over the Senate and the Congress in your state, and the first thing they do is present the most ridiculous gun control legislation in the country. Okay, we're talking about an assault weapons ban, no buyback, right? No buyback, no grandfathering in your weapons. If you have an AR, if you have an assault weapon, what they consider to be an assault firearm. Look, you see the wording they're using? Assault firearm. If you have an assault firearm in the state of Virginia, once this law goes into effect, you are a criminal. There is no buyback. There is no grandfathering in, which means that you have to turn your weapon into the government or get it out of the state, or you are a felon automatically once this law goes into effect. Virginia, what did y'all do? Is this what y'all wanted? Is this what Virginia wanted? More gun control legislation, red flag laws, assault weapons bans, magazine bans. Is this what y'all wanted? Well, it's what you get. Very retarded. You guys just signed away your freedoms to the Virginia state legislature, and this is going to be a bad look for a lot of states in the South, where it's supposed to be a two-way sanctuary. It's supposed to be a two-way free. I mean, come on. I don't even know the words to use, man. Man, y'all just stepped in it, and then you're gonna make us step in it. So this is what happens when you vote for your masters. Once you get your masters in the office, they do whatever the hell they want to do. They don't have to do nothing that they promised that they were going to do. They don't have to do anything that you want them to do. They do what they want to do with the power that they wield over you. You chose your masters to rule over everyone. And now guess what? Essentially, gun confiscation legislation. No grandfathering in. No grandfathering in your assault weapon. No buyback. Turn your shit into the government. That is a straight up confiscation. What's up with that? Good job, Virginia. Good job. You know, it's ridiculous. If I were y'all, I'd be embarrassed. You guys just gave away all of your rights, essentially. What is an assault firearm? Does anybody know what an assault firearm is? What happens if I hit you upside the head with this? Right? It's light, it's plastic, it's empty. So, mosquito buzz away. Imagine me having to use this in Southern California. That's a whole nother video. Anyway, you hit somebody upside the head with this. What does it become? An assault bug repellent bottle, right? So what's an assault firearm? Is it not a firearm that you can assault someone with? So tell me, what about the hands? What happens when I fight somebody? Are they gonna ban assault hands? If I throw this paper towel at you, right? Ball this paper towel up and throw it at your head. It hits you inside the head. It may not hurt, but I still assaulted you with this paper towel. Assault firearms, that is the wording they're using in this new legislation. Assault firearms. So that can be anything they want it to be. They can decide to make whatever they want. They can make a revolver an assault firearm. They can make a shotgun an assault firearm. They can make a lever action hunting rifle an assault firearm. They can do whatever the hell they want with the wording they're using. Are we kidding? What are we doing here? When are we going to wake up to the fact that these people do not mean to keep us safe? These people do not mean to keep us free. These people do not mean to protect us. These people do not want us to live our own lives, mind our own business. They want their hands in our pocket all the time, right? They want to keep their hands in our pocket. And in order to do that, they have to be free. They have to be comfortable in knowing that you won't be able to do anything about it. They can send men with guns to your house to take your crap. And with this new legislation, they are working towards you not being able to meet force with force. What do I always talk about? If you're a human being, right? If you are a human being and there are things in the world that can be used as a weapon, whether it be a 9mm pistol, whether it be a claymore mine, whether it be a grenade, any human being who is moral, any human being who has not hurt someone else, any human being who is not a criminal, a real criminal, criminals have to leave a victim. Anybody who's a real moral human being that want nothing more than to be left alone and to protect themselves and their family, any human being in the world that is on that level should be able to have access to whatever firearm they want, whether it be considered a weapon of war or not. What is a weapon of war? What's a weapon of war? Well, some officers can carry a 9mm. Is that then a weapon of war? Are they going to say that that 9mm Beretta is used by captains in the infantry, so therefore we can't have that? Civilians can't have that because a captain can carry a 9mm. A platoon sergeant can carry a 9mm. Therefore, guess what? A civilian should not be able to. What about a knife? What about a bayonet? A bayonet is a knife that you fix onto a rifle. All right, that's a weapon of war. That can be considered a weapon of war. You use it as a weapon during a war. So, are we then not able to have knives? Can we not carry knives? Can we not be able to own knives because it's used in war? Well, what about shotguns? Shotguns are used in war, right? Door breachers. You clearing a building in war. The first person to enter the room has the shotgun. It's a weapon of war, right? It's a shotgun. It's a pump action shotgun. It's not a special shotgun. It's not a Spies 12. It's a regular fucking Benelli. A Benelli 12 gauge pump action shotgun. Can we consider that a weapon of war? It's used during war. What are we looking at here? See, this is the problem with any gun control legislation whatsoever. It's a slippery slope. What's to stop them from making anything an assault weapon? What's to stop them from taking your knives away? What's to stop them from taking your bats away? What's to stop them? In California, you can't even have a collapsible baton, right? You can't have a collapsible baton in California. Why? I don't know. Why can't we have a collapsible baton in the state of California? You can have a folding knife. So don't tell me it's because you can hide it from. It's easily concealable because you can have a pocket knife, a folding pocket knife, but that folding pocket knife can only be so big. You see, there's already restrictions on a lot of weapons that people don't know about. It's a slippery slope. But see, right now the focus is on firearms because it's easier for an occupying military or an occupying police force to control you if they have firearms and all you have is a knife, right? Even though an unarmed man or a man with a knife can close the distance between himself and a man with a holstered weapon before he's able to aim, as long as it's within 21 yards. A man with a knife can probably close the distance before the guy with the gun gets a shot off, right? Especially if it's a double action handgun. If it's a double action gun, right, it takes longer for the hammer to fall and to ignite that fucking primer. Yeah, it's very possible. But we're not looking at that. What we're looking at is an occupying force. It's easier for them to control you if you only have knives and bats and shit like that available to you. If you don't have firearms, it's a lot easier to control you. And that's the point behind all this, right? That's why they demonize firearms. That's why they demonize. That's why they demonize firearms, because they want you to fear an inanimate object. This inanimate object is not going to walk around and shoot people. No, you need an idiot, or you need a psychopath or a sociopath behind the trigger in order to make that firearm do its job. It's not just going to sit there and do it by itself. It's not. It's impossible. Come on. Just like any tool. Just like any tool that you use to harm someone else. That tool is not going to walk around and start hurting people all on its own, under his own cognizance. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You feel me? So, what do we do in Virginia? What we just did in Virginia, we said that, you know what, government? We're going to give you all of our freedoms, because guess what? They just gave them the ultimate control over the people. Right? The ultimate control. This is the worst piece of firearm legislation, gun control legislation that could ever be put on the books. No buyback, no grandfathering in. You're a criminal instantly. I don't know too much about Virginia, but I do know there's a lot of 2A supporters in Virginia. What are y'all doing out there? Are you letting the NRA take the reins to fight this fight? I mean, now it's going to be worse than California. I'm telling you, Virginia is going to have worse gun control legislation than the state of California. That's scary. That's scary. At least in California, if you have your shit before the new legislation, you can keep your shit, right? It's grandfathered in. You can have it. You can have it. And then boom, there you go. Not in Virginia. Not in Virginia. You know, your pop's M16 that he went and fought, or whatever the hell, from back in the 80s or whatever, you know what I mean? He can't pass it on to you. It has to get out of the state of Virginia. It got to go. Wow. So what y'all gonna do, Virginia? What y'all gonna do? Y'all gonna let this? Gonna let this stand, or y'all gonna do something about it? Excuse me. You know, when I was thinking about moving I'm still gonna move out of California. I was thinking about going to maybe Virginia, because it's not as ridiculous as California with the gun laws. There were several states I had in mind. Virginia was on the long list. Not anymore. Not that you'll suffer for it, but I mean, come on, man. Come on. Y'all just let that happen. Y'all let the dog and pony show of the left-right kabuki theater paradigm, y'all just let that shit just blow your mind up, didn't you? Make no damn sense. I tell you what, Bobby. I tell you what. What was it? What was it? I tell you what was it? Y'all just screwed yourselves, Virginia.